Hi everybody, it's me, Falcon 922. Um, I got the Death Squad, but I'm gonna do this chapter review. hmm And I'm gonna quickly do an episode review. I'll probably join them around 11 or so. We'll see. But this, Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 117, Two Fairy Kings. I read this at work, which was probably not a good idea because people are going to go, oh, here we're making sounds and shit. But I read it at work. I was like, I had to go to the bathroom. I was thinking to myself, yo, that fairy bitch? Fuck you. Of course, I'm talking about, I think her name's Gerrard. Can't say her name correctly. Gerrard, or something along those lines. But basically, this is kind of weird because all the people of the fairy kingdom, of the fairy king's forest, all the fairies, were basically proclaiming Bon the new fairy king. And he never said he was. He never said he was going to be the fairy king. Okay, he never said that. He never did anything of that nature. They just put that on him. Like, here, you're the fairy king. You know? But essentially what happens in this chapter is Albion, the skinny Albion shows up, starts wrecking shit. King is the one who comes to the aid and starts fighting it. And uses that sunflower thing, shoot at it, and it's a big fight. There's actually two fights happening in this chapter. Then we have this Gerrard girl, I believe it's a girl, and Bon. And the thing is, she doesn't like the fact. I think it's more of the fact that she has a problem that everyone's proclaiming Bon, that he's the new fairy king. And she wants him. She ends up fighting him, like true shit. Like, whoa, where did this come from? And saying like he's a human, and no human has ever been the fairy king. And they have a fight, and what she did to Bon, I'm like, fuck you. I want to say that to her, like, fuck you. Really, why you gotta do Bon like that? Why you gotta do that? But essentially, they fight. It got pretty hectic because what ends on happening is, um, she's not. Bob's not really. He's dodging her attacks. He could probably kill her, defeat her, but then she starts. She decides to attack Elaine, and that's when Bond jumps into the crossfire, and he gets kebabbed. Now Jericho's there. She finds out, and she's like, Bond, Essentially, what has occurred here is basically Bond is, and by the way, what makes it even more fucked up how she did that to him. Basically, she took her the tree that came out of the ground. It kebabbed him right in the chest. He's right on top of Elaine. I was like, yo, this bitch, fuck you, fuck you. Just go eat a dick. That's the only reason. The only thing I can say. Go eat a smelly, cheesy dick and enjoy it. But she and basically, what makes it even worse, this situation is, and I get this gets a 5/5, is because he got the thing that stabbed him was the tree, and the tree essentially is going to continue to suck up his blood, and if he's stuck like that, he's really stuck. Because she's got the vines of the tree around his hands and everything. He's just suspended with a hole in his chest of the tree, and you see the roots of the tree coming out and blood dripping down. So essentially, he's feeding the tree while he's hung like that to make it even worse. And I'm like, whoa, this bitch. Now, I don't know how long the fight between Albion and King is going to last. And to be honest with you, Gerrard, you're a stupid bitch. Because, do you honestly think, like true shit, do you realize that fucking giant Albion is coming after you guys? Do you realize the only person who can defeat it is King? And you do realize that might be a slight possibility King might not beat it? Maybe you should let Bond go. Poor decision making by this woman. This elf. This fairy bitch. She's a fairy bitch. Like, come on. Like, he never said he was the king. He never said that. You're just going to assume that? That's what I have to say. She can go on 42nd Street and get a guy. But yeah, it was just bullshit. That was fuck that bitch. That's all I gotta say. That's probably gonna be the review time. I do Fairy Kings. Fuck that fairy bitch. And I'll find her name and I'll write it in. Fuck fairy bitch. Her name. Yeah, because she's a bitch. That's like, you don't do that shit. My God, what a bitch. But yeah, this is really shocking. I'm thinking, even though if Bond was out there with King fighting this thing, it would probably be done much quicker. I think King can handle himself against Albion. I mean, true. I still got Albion like, but I still think King can handle it by himself. Hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. This should just next week's chapter is gonna be a freaking fuckfest. Like, wow, what the fuck's gonna go down? Like, true shit. How in the hell is this gonna get resolved? Because King, if he sees Bond like that, he's probably gonna be like, he might kill this. Well, fairy Gerrard. I apologize if I said her name wrong. I'll pronounce it correctly when I write it in the title for the chapter review. Title of the video. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the story. Bankai 22. See you guys later. Man, why can't I do Bond like that, man? Listen, fairy girl with her fucking flower and her fucking stupid earrings. Like, why don't you go visit a glory hole? Yes, I went there. Fairy glory hole. Go do that. Because you obviously are frustrated because you can't get the King D. That's her problem. So yeah, I'm Bankai 22. I'll see you guys later. Wow. Who God knows what's going to happen next chapter. Peace.